welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon if you're new here. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be all about books. So I have a whole stack of books here of some of my favorite summer YA books, and then I have a whole stack of books that I plan to read this summer. So I'm going to go through, tell you a little bit about each one, and we'll do that. I got my coffee here. I'm ready to go. My kitty's up there on my bed if you can see her. Got this cool cup. It says, "Check me out." So we'll get right into it. Alright, first we're going to go through the summer books that I like. So I'm going to set this down so I can really focus. Alright, so the first one I have is Stay Sweet by, I'm going to say this name wrong probably, but Sabo and Vivian. And I'll have these all linked below, but this one is about a small town like ice cream shop, and there's like a new manager that comes into the picture, and they go through trials and tribulations throughout the summer. It's just a very perfect summer book with all about ice cream, which I love. The next one I have is Save the Date by Morgan Matson. So this one is, let me find some of my notes here so I can refresh my brain. Yeah, so this is about a girl whose sister, I think it's her sister, is getting married. I haven't read this one in a while. Her sister's getting married, so all the family's back together under their roof of their house, but they're selling their house after the wedding, so it's like kind of their last hurrah in the house. I really enjoyed this one. I remember like the little love stories in it. All the characters were awesome. I really enjoyed it. I love all Morgan Matson books. I really like this one too because the hardcover always has like fun stuff. So like the family's last name is Grant, and you'll hear a little bit about what this is all about, but it's pretty cool. It is kind of a long one, but I got through it pretty quickly. So there's that one. The next one I have is This Season of You and Me by Robin Constantine. I want to make sure I'm saying that right. This one is about a girl who goes to live on the Jersey Shore with her dad for, I can't remember if it's the whole summer or part of, I think it's part of the summer. And she hasn't really ever done that before. So it's all about, you know, being on the water, working at, I think it's like a bed and breakfast she works at that her dad owns. And it's just a fun little summer book that I really enjoyed. And I like it that it switches between the two characters, so Cassidy and Brian, the chapters. So like this one is in Cassidy's point of view, so I really like when books do that. It keeps me intrigued a little bit more. The next one I have is Open Road Summer by Emery Lord. I also love all of Emery Lord's books. You'll see another one coming up soon. This one is about a girl whose best friend is a country music star, and she's going on tour. So they go on tour, and she goes along with them to kind of get through everything that's going on in her life, because she goes through some trials and tribulations in life, and she just broke up with her boyfriend, and her country music star friend broke up with her boyfriend. So it's just kind of a fun summer adventure of going all across the United States on a little country music thing. So bonus, if you like country music, this is a really good one. Next, I have another Morgan Matson book. This one is The Unexpected Everything. So let me just make sure I refresh my... Yeah, so this is a girl named Andy, and her dad kind of has a scandal that comes up, which really like kind of shakes the family up. So she decides, so she has to like get a summer job and everything, and she starts to walk dogs. And of course there's a little romance, as all of these have, because that's my favorite part about books. So yeah, so it's kind of cool, and I like this one. It has like this little picture that got me really intrigued in the beginning. And then it's just, again, a long one, because Morgan Matson books are long, but so good. They keep me so intrigued. But yeah, this one, and then the back. You can tell it's a fun little summer book. It has like a little ice cream truck and all the dogs that Andy's walking and stuff. So a good one, especially if you like dogs too. Perfect one. The next one I have is The Boys of Summer by Jessica Brody. So this one talks about 3 different boys They live on like a island sort of type of thing that they call the locks. So it's kind of like one of their last summers on the locks because they're in high school and getting older and going on about their lives. They're hoping for another epic summer, but you know, things come up, especially when you're that age. So I'll just tell you a little bit about the back. So the place is called Winlock Harbor, but the boys call it the Locks. So the first boy is Grayson Cartwright. He's a golden boy, football prodigy, and a troublemaker. The next one is Mike Metzler, who is a local heartthrob, surfer boy, and a hopeless romantic. And then Ian Handler, army brat, musician, and king of sarcasm. So I like this one because, again, it has like the chapters go on different types of views. Like over here you can see it says Mike, and then it has like the little surfboard, so you can remember that Mike is the surfer one. And then like for Grayson, it has a little football, so you can remember he's the football prodigy. And then, oh, I saw Ian there, where is he? And then Ian has like a little guitar, so you can remember he's a musician, so that was really cool. I haven't read this one in a while, but I do remember really enjoying it. And then I have a few other ones that I don't have the actual physical copies of because either I've lent them out or I got them from the library. The first one of those is Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch. One of my all-time favorite books ever. Love that one. It's about this girl whose mom has just passed away from cancer. Her name's Lena, and her mom wants her to get her to know her dad, and her dad lives in Tuscany, so she has to travel to Tuscany to live with her dad, learn about him, all this kind of stuff. It's really interesting because, you know, she goes to a different country for the summer to try to learn about this guy that she didn't even really know about, so it's pretty cool. I really enjoyed that one a lot. I have a few more then. Sarah Dessen one, The Rest of the Story. So this is about a girl whose mom has just passed away and her dad is remarried, and they're like the dad and the new wife are going on the honeymoon. So she goes to spend time with her mom who passed away, her mom's family, who she hasn't really spent a lot of time with, at this lake. And there's like a poor part of the lake and then like a richer part of the lake. And the mom's family is more on like the poorer side. So it's just really interesting. She gets to know different family members that she hasn't. Of course, there's some romance in it. There's all different kind of things. But I love all Sarah Dessen books, but that one was one of my favorites. Next, I have 2 books by Huntley Fitzpatrick. The first one is My Life Next Door. I love this book. It's about a girl named Sam, and she falls in love with the guy next door who has like this huge family and all this kind of stuff, but Sam has a lot of family drama going on, and like it's just craziness, and stuff happens in the book that you're like, oh my gosh, but so good because it kind of sees like Sam's more of like family's more like really like put together, if you want to look at it that way, and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, but then the next door there's like 5 or 6 kids, and it's like kind of crazy mayhem all the time. So it's really cool to see like the contrast between the two. And then my final one by Huntley Fitzpatrick is What I Thought Was True. And this is about a girl who lives on an island. So her name's Gwen, and she's kind of fallen for this boy, but he's from like the richer part of the island again. But he kind of comes back, and all this kind of stuff goes on. But Gwen has like a local job that she does where like rich people come over from like for the summer, and the local people like clean their houses, do their lawns, work in all these different like little businesses and stuff. So it's a really interesting one. Alright, next we're moving into my to be read list. So a stack of books I have here, of books I plan to read this summer. So I'm not going to give too much detail on them. I'm just going to kind of give you the title, the author, and then I'll keep you updated as the summer goes on. So right now I'm currently reading The Last Summer of the Garrett Girls by Jessica Spotswood. I'm this far through, so not quite half, but almost there. It's about 4 different sisters, the Garrett sisters. So far it's really enjoyable. It again goes through like different perspectives of like which girl is talking and stuff, so I like that. But hopefully it gets a little more interesting because the first part. It took me a little bit to get into it. The next one I have is another Emery Lord one. Of course, the names they gave us. Just a quick thing about it. This girl is going through all these kind of things, and she becomes a counselor at a camp for kids who have been through tough times, which she's kind of going through herself. So again, I love Emery Lord books. I'm really excited to read this one. It's been on my list for a while. Next, I have One Perfect Summer by Rachel Hawthorne. It's actually 2 stories in one. So the first one is called Labor of Love, and then the second one is called Thrill Ride. So this will be good to see the 2 different books. I'm kind of excited to see what it's all about, because I've seen and heard good things about this. Just trying to see if I can find where the books break up here. Yeah, so it's like this first part is the Labor of Love, and then it splits into Thrill Ride partway through. The next one I have is the Summer Trilogy by Jenny Han. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of her books. She wrote the To All the Boys I've Loved Before. That's been popular on Netflix, the movies and stuff. This is her another trilogy she has. It's 3 books about summer. It's The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer. So this is a big one because it has all 3 books right in it. So it's kind of like the other one. It has books combined. Let's see here. So like it starts with like the first book, and then it goes into all the other ones. So this one will be interesting to like hold while I'm reading, because it's going to be like so big, but it was kind of nice because it was a cheaper purchase to get them all in one. I'm going to talk about some other ones I have that we have in a different room of the house I forgot to grab. This is Heard of the Traveling Pants. I'm going to try to get through that because I've watched the movies, love the movies, so I need to get into the books and really get through them, but we'll do that. And then the last book I have, which I've heard really good things about, is Boardwalk Summer by Michelle Dalton. This again, I want to say is 2 books. Yeah, so I think it goes into, like it's 15th summer, so like her 15th year, and then 16th summer, which is her 16th year. So again, it like splits in the middle and says 16th summer, so I'm excited to read this one. I've heard a lot of good things about it, a lot of people who enjoy it, so I have high hopes for this one. So that's all I have for all of the books. I'll have links to all of them down below so you can check them out, see which ones. If you've read any of them, let me know in the comments how you liked them, if you enjoyed them, if you were like, however you felt about them. Make sure you let me know so I can know how you feel about them. But thanks for watching this week's video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get to read some summer books. If you have any other like summer themed books that you're on your reading list for the summer, or that you've previously read and you think would be good, let me know below and I'll check them out. Otherwise, make sure you comment. I will respond to all the comments. Like the video below, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, different lifestyle videos, all kinds of things like that. See you soon with another video.